World ends tonight. Film at 11. As I'm sure some of y'all are figuring out, YouTube's little glitch where recently they had a problem of not sending the new subscriber notifications has finally been fixed. This is good. I rather like having that feature. A lot of people do. I like it because it allows me to give a shout out, say thank you to everybody that subscribes to me. And when that feature wasn't working for the last, week and a half, whatever, I haven't been able to do that. And so that's a bunch of subscribers that's gone unacknowledged. And I'm sorry, but apparently YouTube isn't going to send the old ones. They're just picking up where it is now. But at least it's fixed. There's an interesting spam email going around, and I've noticed that the spammers are even starting to get a little bit smarter. They're including a mention in the email that the story's been checked out with Snopes or trutherfiction.com or whatever, and it's classed as being true or mixed or whatever. And in this case, it's called mixed. And the story is about a so-called 1% tax that's going to be levied on all financial transactions, all banking transactions, credit card, debit card transactions, and stuff like that. In actual fact, this isn't the case. They're talking about a bill that was introduced by a Democrat from Pennsylvania called Representative Phat. And as a side note, I can't help but to wonder how in the world, in today's political climate, does somebody with the name Phat manage to get elected? Regardless of whether he's Muslim or not. I'm surprised he got much in the way of vote. Anyway, H.R. 4646. It's the Debt-Free America Act. Technically, it does exist. But here's the trick. The bill has no co-sponsor. The bill has no supporters. And to quote the article on Snopes, it hasn't got a snowball's chance of hell of even getting to a vote, never mind actually passing. But never let truth stop the spammers and scaremongers. So this email is being forwarded and forwarded all over the place, serving as yet another link in the torrential flood of crap that does nothing but serve to clog email systems. It's a load of crap, that's what it is. And in other news, I'm finally getting back to a more regular exercise routine. When I had that bout with strep, to be honest, I allowed it to be an excuse for not doing any exercise. I didn't spend any time on the exercise bike. I didn't do any sit-ups. I didn't do any walking. And then, not too long ago, I talked about getting back to it, and I did for 2 days. And then I was off of it again. So now I'm back to it again. And that's why I'm doing this while I'm on the bike. And I think I'm going to for a while. That way I can spend a good 20 or 30 minutes on the bike just making a video. I realize the meteorologists, weathermen, and whatnot can't really be precise that far in the future. I understand that. But I'm still wondering where I can find a long-range forecast that will give an idea of what kind of a winter we're expecting this year. Is it going to be cooler than normal, warmer than normal? Are we going to have to get out the double and triple layers of clothing to keep from freezing to death in our sleep? Or are we going to have something that's a little bit more milder, a little easier on the heating bill, and so on? I'm looking around all over the place, and the best long-range forecast I can find goes about 10 days in the future. Saw a news story that was kind of interesting. A JetBlue airliner, as it touched down, 4 of its tires blew out and caught fire. This is like amazing. You think they'd do a little bit more maintenance.
Their tires look like they'll go another couple of flights.
And then you touch down and they blow out and catch fire. Now apparently the plane landed okay. It come to a stop and everybody goes down the inflatable slide. A few people go to the hospital. Apparently there's no serious injuries, which is good. But still, that kind of blows your confidence in flying.
Well, those JetBlue planes, they fly real good. But oh boy, they do a smoking landing, a flaming landing.
Gives all new meaning to the words going down in flames.
He is the tinfoil chef, and the frog just doesn't give a shit.
Hello all, it's Thursday, August the 26th. This seems to be the week of returns. First the Whoosh comes back with that awesome return video. Then that funny video returns the next day. And today, the Boob gets back down to business and gets back to his exercise routine. He's even been doing some walking outside. Who knows, perhaps we can even convince him to get back to walking and vlogging. Lady Warpledinker commented on the last episode of WBV that the I Wanna Be a Vampire by Spokesman was done first and is so much better. While I will admit that after hearing it, I have to agree that Spokesman's version does sound much better. With WBV, we want to shift our focus to newer videos by unknown authors whenever possible. I realize this hasn't been true as much as we'd have liked thus far, but with more time spent browsing new videos and submissions from viewers, that should soon change for the better. As the boob pointed out, YouTube is once again sending the email notifications when people subscribe, so I can resume welcoming new subscribers. The emails that didn't get sent because of the glitch are apparently not going to be sent, but at least the system is working once again. Since the system started working, there's one new subscriber, sandysuicide. Welcome and thank you very much for subscribing. The previous question of the day: what trick do you do? Today's question of the day: if you could do one thing and get away with it completely, what would it be? The dirty word of the day: snot.
He is the TinFoilChef